Καλησπέρα.
Καλησπέρα, καλησπέρα. Σμαραγδί μου, κλείσε μου στον ήχο γιατί ακούγεσαι πολύ έντονα. Hello everybody, hello, welcome all.
Hello.
Hi. It's so nice to see you all here. What a wonderful meeting.
Yes, it is.
Good evening from Greece.
Good evening, good evening. Is there somebody that we have to say good morning from across the world? Wonderful.
Good morning for Argentina.
Good morning, Anna. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning from India. I am Dr. K. Saroja Devi.
Wonderful. Welcome, everybody. Now we're going to start our beautiful session. Sister Johanna?
Yes, hello.
Good evening for you in India. The dais goes to you.
Namaste. Καλησπέρα. Good evening. Buonasera.
So let me start.
Yes.
Please.
On behalf of Writers Capital International Foundation and the Honorable President, Professor Preet Nambiar, I cordially greet you all, dear friends, the Honorable Chief Guests, esteemed members of WCIF, honorable poets, and the venerable awardees who got their prestigious International Women's Day Awards from Writers Capital International Foundation, in honor of whom this special live event is conducted today. It is a great pleasure to see you all gathered here. Today's event is in honor of women. What is so great about women? We women play a far more important role than we sometimes realize. Without us, the men cannot survive. They need our support in continuous motivation, encouragement, care, and prayer, in simply being there. Thus also the world desperately needs us women. At present, we live through a dark spell in time. Wherever we may be, in direct or indirect involvement, let us together send out vibrations of positivity, of faith and hope in the supreme power that holds the destiny of humanity. With these few words, I hand over the stage to our esteemed Secretary General, Professor Irene Dura-Kavatia, who will now deliver the presidential address. To you, dear Irene.
Thank you. An awesome start for our today's celebration, dear Johanna. Good evening, dear friends, honorable awardees and poets. Let me deliver to you the best wishes and the warm welcome of Preet Nambiar, our Honorable President of Writers Capital Foundation and Panorama Chairman, who is extending his congratulations to the awardees and to all women across the globe, as today we honor the woman, the eternal inspiration. The woman who excels and at the same time knows how to offer to society as a whole. The woman who is called to take care of her family and despite her workload, devotes time to society with voluntary work, helping in any way and by any means. She's worth the praise, as she's a beacon of light for our, and most of all, for the new generation. The woman, source of inspiration, who succeeds and successfully copes with the multiple tasks assigned to her by society and herself. Her achievements are admirable, though resorting to multitasking in sciences, inventions, arts, business, charity, in organizations that take care of not only women, but also of all those in need, as is the case of our own organization. We can mention many inspirational women throughout the centuries. In the field of science, for instance, from the ancient Egyptian physician Merit Ptah, to Agamedes, cited by Homer as a healer in ancient Greece, to Hypatia, the first mathematician and astronomer in Alexandria, to Marie Curie, Rosalind Franklin, working on DNA, African-American chemist Alice Ball, Indian scientist Anandbhai Joshi. We must have perseverance and, above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained. Marie Curie, Polish, French physicist and chemist. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person and the only woman to win the Nobel Prize twice, and the only person to win the Nobel Prize in 2 scientific fields. We also pay tribute to women who, through their leadership and inspiration, dedicated their lives to humanity. Indira Gandhi, Florence Nightingale, Mother Teresa, and the thousands of activists fighting for women's and human rights in general across the globe, whether famous or completely unknown. They are the forerunners of the efforts towards a better, equal chance for all, having bled for these fights, and women are still fighting. I will say it in my own language. Διότι εκ γυναικός ερεί τα κρίτο. Because through a woman has come the finest. Quote by Cassiani, poetess and hymn composer, 9th century AD. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I will rise. Maya Angelou, author and activist. I shall close my speech with quotes of men who give woman an even higher value as they come from representatives of the opposite gender. The 4 pillars of this world are bread, wine, fire, and woman. Nikos Kazantzakis, Greek writer, philosopher. The beautiful woman is an ornament, and the good one is treasure. Arthur Schopenhauer, German writer and philosopher. If it not were for women, all the money in the world would be worthless. Aristotle Onassis, Greek multimillionaire. Women are not equal to men. Their position in society is greater than that of men, because femininity is the very foundation of human existence. Preet Nambiar, President Writers' Capital Foundation, author, educationist, humanitarian. And indeed, the woman, in whatever field, creates or shapes history. Even if her name will never be written in the headlines of the newspapers, it is enough satisfaction for her to be raising tomorrow's generation, the future of our planet. Let us all be inspired by the achievements of those and countless more special women who made the difference and changed the course of history, whether famous or unknown. Now let us all watch a video to honor 20 ladies from 6 continents of the globe: Europe, Asia, North America, Latin America, Africa, Australia, especially made by our exceptional designing team. Time for our beautiful video. We need the sound too. What a wonderful video. Congratulations to all special ladies honored today. Now, Olga, the dais to you, our moderator for tonight's wonderful session. Olga Achimastou.
Indeed, this was a very, very nice video, a very touching one. We thank you, Secretary General Irene Dura-Cavadia, for the inspirational presidential speech, and our President Preet Nambiar for honoring women with his profound words, which personally I found the best. Sorry. Among us, we have executive members of Writers' Capital Foundation who are present in order to pay tribute to women, as Mr. Christos Sanos, Mrs. Smaragdi Mitropoulou, and Nikos Naoumis from Greece. Let us now proceed with our chief guests, the writers Elena Karambi and Pantelis Hadjis.
Να καλησπερίσουμε τους υπέροχους συγγραφείς του Ρούλη Νεφρούλη. Καλησπέρα, παιδιά, ανοίξτε τα μικρόφωνά σας. We are so proud to present our authors, Elena and Pantelis. Καλησπέρα, who have written a very tender tale titled Roulis, the Little Kidney, in order to give the light of hope to the little fighters of life who are fighting every day against disease. The book will be distributed free of charge to the children who are hospitalized, awaiting for transplantation. What an offer to humanity! Τι υπέροχη προσφορά στην κοινωνία. Congratulations, dear Elena and Pantelis. Συγχαρητήρια, Έλενα και Παντελή.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Έχεις το λόγο.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ. Θα ήθελα να πω ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ στις εκδόσεις Writer International Edition, που μας στήριξαν, που πίστεψαν στο έργο μας. Ο Ρούλης ο Νεφρούλης είναι μία προσπάθεια μέσα από τα βιώματα και των βίων μας να αποδώσουμε την νεφρική ανεπάρκεια και να δώσουμε ελπίδα και ένα φως σε αυτά τα παιδιά για να τους στρώσουμε έτσι αγγελικά και όμορφα το δρόμο για την μεταμόσχευση, για το δώρο ζωής. Ωρεοποιήσαμε την ασθένεια για να το δουν σαν μια μικρή περιπέτεια και εκείνοι. Και να χαρούνε και να νιώσουμε ότι είναι νικητές. Όπως κάποτε υπήρξαμε κι εμείς.
Συγχαρητήρια. I will translate this little bit, Elena. Θα το μεταφράσω λιγάκι αυτό το λίγο που είπες. We tried to embellish the disease and to make it show like it's something angelic, and these people, these little people, the fighters of life, will get their life back after transplantation, as they themselves did the same, having the same disease and overcoming it, being winners. Congratulations, συγχαρητήρια. Δείξτε πιο ψηλά, Ελένα μου.
Είμαστε συγκινημένοι πολύ, είμαστε πολύ συγκινημένοι.
They're both very touched, it's sure. It's their first lovely book by our own international edition. We love it, we all love it. Μπράβο, συγχαρητήρια, Έλενα. Παντελή μου, και ο λόγος σε σένα, Παντελής Χατζής, συγγραφέας, co-author of Roulis, The Little Kidney.
Η συγκίνηση είναι μεγάλη. Ευχαριστώ πολύ για την ευκαιρία. Είμαι εκτός από συγκινημένος, ιδιαίτερα χαρούμενος που το όνειρό μας πήρε σάρκα και οστά. Σκέφτομαι ότι ο στόχος που ήταν να φτάσει αυτή η ιστορία στα παιδιά θα γίνει. Συγγνώμη, απλά τα χάνω.
Σε ευχαριστούμε πολύ, πολύ, πολύ που είσαι αυθεντικός και μοιράζεσαι μαζί μας αυτή την υπέροχη χαρά σου και τη συγκίνηση. Όλοι μας είμαστε συγκινημένοι. Ειλικρινά, παιδιά. We're all very touched. This is a real touching moment. This book is going to go to sick children, to boost them. the psychology and wish for them to struggle for life.
Αυτό που έγραψα κιόλας δημόσια για σένα, ότι η σκέψη μας, η έμπνευσή μας με εσάς απογειώθηκε. Στα χέρια σου και σε αυτούς που το επιμελήθηκαν.
Να είστε καλά, παιδιά, να γράφετε πάντα, να εμπνέετε. Thank you so much. Always inspire society, always offer to humanity from the depths of your souls. Από τα βάθη της καρδιάς σας πάντα να δίνετε, όπως ξέρετε να δίνετε. Εμείς πάντα στο πλευρό σας. Always by your side to make dreams come true.
And because Irene is very modest, the two of them said an extended thanks to Irene, who took care to publish this book to find children. And
I'm just a godmother. I'm
godmother is a very special person.
Με είπανε νονά και το αγαπώ πολύ αυτό. Τέλεια, ευχαριστούμε πολύ. Παιδιά, πάντα έτσι. Συγχαρητήρια. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, and we attend our congratulations too. And now we give the floor to Elisa Masha for the felicitation. Elisa.
Grazie, buon pomeriggio.
Grazie, Elisa.
Sì.
Nos escuchamos, sí.
¿Puede hablar?
Sí. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, feliz domingo para todos. Buona domenica. Greetings to you all. I would like to thank Writer Capital Foundation, President Preet Nambiar, Secretary General Irene Dura-Cavadia, and all the staff who work with commitment and a spirit of mission to spread culture by means of arts, poetry, and literature across the world by organizing such prestigious events as the celebration of women, the jewels of the universe. On behalf of Writer Capital, I extend to these ladies my congratulations for inspiring humanity. Voy a leer también en italiano, Irene. Un saluto a tutti voi. Vorrei ringraziare la Writer Capital Foundation, il presidente Preet Nambiar, la segretaria generale Irene Dura-Cavadia e tutto lo staff che lavora con impegno e spirito di missione per diffondere l'arte e la cultura poetica e la letteratura in tutto il mondo, organizzando questi eventi prestigiosi come la celebrazione delle donne, gioielli dell'universo. A nome della Writer Capital estendo a queste donne le mie congratulazioni per aver ispirato l'umanità.
Thank you very much, Elisa Masha.
Grazie. Devo leggere adesso la poesia oppure dopo?
Of course, yes. Please read it now. Puede leer ahora. Όλγα μου θα διαβάσει και ένα ποίημά της η Ελίσα Μάσια.
Κατάλαβα.
Un attimo solo. Bene, in italiano. Una dedica a tutte le donne del mondo. Donna, madre dell'universo. Regina, madre dell'universo, è ogni donna. Dalla vita all'essere umano è da amare con gesti e parole amorevoli, da rispettare. della famiglia e della società è la colonna. Eppure, sempre più spesso, un trattamento le si riserva non di persona alla pari, ma di peregrina donna per 7 mari, da ingiusto, abominevole comportamento. È ora di dire e affermare con forza basta, in ogni angolo del mondo che abbia libertà. Lei che lotta e si guadagna la serenità per sé e per gli altri, invece realtà è nefasta. Donna, angelo della casa, regina universale, da secoli, per generazioni e generazioni, simbolo di sofferenze ed umiliazioni. Nel contempo, in testa corona regale, generatrice di vita, mamma, sei di tutti. Il tuo amore sconfinato ricolma di frutti che ognuno prende aiosa da te, donna meravigliosa. Grazie, auguri a tutte le donne, un abbraccio.
Grazie e complimenti a te, carissima Elisa.
Grazie, grazie per l'invito, un abbraccio. Ciao ciao.
Thank you very much, Elisa Masha. Greetings to Italy. That was a very lovely poem. And what a poetic language, the Italian. Now has come the precious moment when our honorable awardees announced one by one to say a few words or recite their poem as a tribute to women on this joyous occasion. Anna Ulela, Argentina. Shall I say all the names? No, one by one.
Μια χαρά, Όλγα μου, one by one. Bienvenida, Ana. Felicitaciones.
Thank you very much to Writers International Foundation and all the friends that are here. Thank you for being. And I would like to read a poem about my simple being as a woman and all women in the world. I simply am. I'm just a simple being. And I look at my hand with the limitations of one hand, and I ask myself, and I watch my feet so handicapped, and I want to know. I try with my eyes, and I can't see. Then I touch my limited mouth, and I wonder. So only my brain is true, that one that tries to control my body, the one that wants to know everything, and everything is asked, when, where, and why, and even more it wants to know. But this is not all. There is more, but not here, not now. 1,000 shadows have crossed my forehead before the light blinded my eyes. Your light, my light, the light of knowing that I am tree, air, water, stone, moon, sun. That's how and what I am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful poem. We thank you, Anna.
Thank you for being.
Thank you as well. Now Marisa Berlini from Italy. We welcome her.
Yes, thank you. Do you hear me?
Of course we do.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I would like to thank the International Writers Capital Foundation, Irene, Christos, and all the people of the foundation for this award, which I dedicated to all women who are committed to and fight for peace, for the well-being of all people, for the common good, for development, for health, for the protection of rights, and especially of the most vulnerable, starting with children. My thoughts go to the Ukrainian women, the women who live in war context, the women who oppose war, who work for peace, who are committed to building a better future. My thoughts also go to the women who are fighting against cancer and illness. Here we are in the home of writing, poetry, and literature. Words can play an important role in promoting peace and well-being of persons and peoples. From this point of view, I would like to thank what Writers Capital International is doing with its initiatives to promote friendship between peoples by poetry and literature. In my experience, word, solidarity, and friendship are at the heart of the activities of Common Italia, to which I act as a volunteer, a voluntary association that for over 20 years has been promoting the prevention of breast cancers and supporting women who had been confronted with this disease. One of its flagship initiatives is the Race for the Cure, a sports and solidarity event held in various Italian cities between spring and autumn to celebrate women in pink, women who have faced cancer. Similar initiatives take place in various countries around the world. The funds raised through Race for the Cure finance support projects, training and research activities, and screening activities for disadvantaged groups. Over the years, the Race for the Cure also played an important role in helping to call things, a tumor, a cancer. If you are afraid to name the disease, beating it becomes even more difficult. Naming things, to share the effort, the suffering, and the commitment against cancer, to promote cancer prevention, and to support women in pink. I would like to share with you a second of my experience. The word, and in particular poetry, is at the center of Fino in Fondo poetry competition, which this year will have its 6th edition, organized by the group of friends together with Libero Pensiero and in support of Common Italia, in memory of Francesca Voi, a young girl who died of a terrible illness, who fought to the very end, and who loved literature. In poetry, emotions and words intertwine. For some time now, even scientific research has recognized the value, so to speak, therapeutic, of poetry and self-telling as a tools of help and support for those who live through painful situations linked to illness, loneliness, death, suffering, and abandonment, because they allow even the most intimate, painful thought to be represented, managed, and transformed for sharing with others, thus reducing this destructive force. The competition Fino in Fondo is based on this idea. Words, poetry, literature ask for listening, sharing, and openness towards others. There is a need for commitment from all of us in the place where we live and work to promote listening, openness, and the use of poetry and literature as an instrument of peace, friendship, and solidarity between peoples. Thanks again to Writers Capital Foundation for what you are doing. Thank you.
Complimenti, Marisa.
And now, Esther Abreu Vieira de Oliveira from Brazil.
¿Está aquí poeta Esther? Esther Abreu.
Let us proceed.
Let us proceed.
Next. And if she comes, we can hear her. Marinella Linardos from Italy. Are you here?
Ναι, καλησπέρα και ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Είναι μια μεγάλη χαρά. Ναι, εγώ είμαι Ελληνίδα από πλευρά του πατέρα μου βέβαια και είναι πολύ ωραίο να ακούω ελληνικά σήμερα από εσάς. Πολύ το χαίρομαι και...
Καλώς ήρθες Μαρινέλα.
Welcome. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Θα πω δύο πράγματα στα αγγλικά για να με καταλαβαίνουν όλοι. So first of all, thank you so much. In particular way to Christos Sano for this prize, because I think that we need sometimes to receive prize like that in order to be supported in our work. It's so important, this prize, because I think it means that there is an international community that is international community engaged in the same struggle all together. So for me, this is very, very important. I work as a psycho-oncologist in an oncological department in a big hospital in Rome. So I face every day with women, with cancer, breast cancer women. So I know how difficult it is for women to face this problem, the illness, and in the same time to maintain the role of mothers, of women, of daughters, of workers, so many other things. So I think that one of the best way to overcome the illness is to create a narrative around the illness. It can be a written or oral narrative. Why not also poetry? But I think it's so important to construct a narrative around the illness. So this is the reason that I was involved by Maresa to the program of Fino in Fondo, this poetry prize. And I thank you so much, Maresa, for that. I think it's so important to help women in doing that, to put in words what they have inside. So thank you so much. It's important sometimes to be recognized outside of our workplaces. And thank to all the other women that are in this moment are connected, interconnected all together. So thank you so much. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Thank you. Well deserved, Marinella. Well deserved prize.
Ευχαριστώ. Ελπίζω, δεν είναι εύκολο, αλλά είναι μια βοήθεια που μας δίνεται να προχωρήσουμε σε αυτό το δρόμο. Ευχαριστώ
Την
πάρα.
αγάπη μας να συνεχίζεται, ακριβώς.
Ναι, έρχεται. Παρόλο που έχετε πολύ κρύο, έρχεται κάτι πολύ ζεστό από την Ελλάδα.
Αυτό.
And now, let me call Madame Punia Devi. Is she here, please? Maybe she's not. We will give her place later on. Let me call Joanna Svensson from Sweden. Joanna, are you here, please?
No, let us continue, dear.
Okay. Jyotirmaya Thakur from England. I think I saw her. If you hear us, you have to unmute yourself.
Some have internet issues, I believe, so we move on, and if they come back.
Nila Bhakat, I'm sorry, I'm not that good in India.
Nila is here, I can see her.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I'm there, and thank you so much to the Writers' Capital. I never knew about this, and it was Mr. Preet Nambiar and Sanket Mhatre who introduced me to this Writers' Capital, and Preet Nambiar said, write a poem on Shunya. Shunya is zero. But zero also is like a circle. And to me, in the 2000 years of human culture, I feel that feminism is a very major statement on relationships between men and women, anywhere and everywhere. And I personally felt that it is very necessary to say something which is like shunya, which is harmony, whereas a circle could be conflict. My poem is about me standing at one end of the circle and the man standing on the other end. And the man is not ready to make a zero complete and make a harmonious relationship. And then there are various reasons why this happens. Let me say that primarily I'm a classical singer in India. I sing North Indian classical music. I sing, but I write. I've been writing since my childhood. I've been singing since my childhood. So these two are the paths of expression, the media of expression for me. That is my path. And in that sense, I have written a poem in Marathi. Well, I believe in writing in one's own mother tongue because you express yourself the best. Therefore, I write in my mother tongue. But I really wonder if when I can just say that it is this conflict between the man and woman, the one who is holding back, the one who is not ready to give in, the one who is not ready to harmonize a relationship. I'm there standing, waiting for this to happen. I have my women friends, all of you are there, and I'm so happy to meet all of you. And it's a really great idea to have of the Writers Capital Foundation to gather all the awardees online and get them to speak. Now, I have a feeling that my poem is rather long, and instead of reading the poem, I would rather sing a composition of mine. How do you like the idea? Is it okay? I can read the poem. I have.
We want the song, please. Neelaji, the song. Definitely.
I would certainly sing that song. The poem is, it has many visuals and I feel it should be danced. I told my dancer friends that let's have a dance and music together based on this poem. But let me sing something to you, which I composed a composition on getting together all women. There was a All India Conference of Women in 1986, and I was going to sing in that. I have all my feminist friends who said, Neela, you have to sing. I said, fine. And then that was the time when I made this song. I composed this song, I started singing, I taught it to my students. I've been teaching for the last 48 years. I've been teaching classical music. And somehow I came to know Caroline Swinburne from BBC, who was there in India to interview 5 women musicians. She came to me through another friend of mine, Dean Morris, and Caroline said, Neela, you please sing your compositions. I said, yes. And this was the song that I sang. In this, I have said that let's all come together There is the heart which is burning, but well, we have to get together. It's not just the unity of the man and woman, but it's coming together of all men and women and in friendship, which is the most important relationship to me. So let me sing that song. It means that, well, it's time to wake up to this idea of togetherness. The heart is burning, but let's all be together and then that will be nice. It's time to get together. That is the song. I will sing that. Just a second, let me have a little supporting tune. Now, this song I have composed in a morning melody because I think if we wake up, it's in the morning. So it is a morning melody that I have used for this. जागन के बेर भई, जागन के बेर भई, सो है नरी या जागन के बेरा भई, जागन की बेरा भई, तपन लागे चित ना सहावे, तपन लागे चित ना सहावे, हम सब आवे एक बेरा मिलने के बेरा भई, जागन के बेरा भई, सोहेल जागन के बेरा भई, बेरा भई, बेरा भई,
Bravo, congratulations. Thank you so much. Wonderful, wonderful. A wonderful moment.
Yeah, we are all together, so that inspires me. Because it's a song of togetherness. Thank you so much, Irene and Preet Nambiar. And I never knew that he is such an important person. I treated him as my friend. And that was the nicest thing to do, I thought. Sanket and Preet, they both are my friends. And they have got me this chance to write this poem on Shunya, zero, a big zero. We are all together in harmony. So there is that lovely Shunya. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you, Neela ji. Now, we have among us now Jyotirmaya, ma'am. Madam Thakur? Yes, please unmute yourself. Unmute so that we can hear you.
Yes. Namaskar, all
Welcome.
of you.
Hello, congratulations on your prestigious award. You are one of the 20 awardees. Is there something that you'd like to tell us?
Well, I'm very overwhelmed and very honored because it was quite a surprise when Joanna did inform me. And I don't know whether I deserve it, but I'll have to be worthy for what I've got and try to do my best to promote equality, women empowerment through my effort, through my writing, through my endeavor, through my act, in whatever little way I can do it. I have tried to do so in my own small way. And by such a recognition, I think you have encouraged me and many others like me to do more, especially in such times when Ukraine refugees are coming to England. That's where I live. I'm trying to do my little bit, and the government is doing quite a lot. They are trying to pay. They have a nice fund, so they are encouraging people to take these refugees so they could pay us $3.50 per person a pound. So even if in a small way, whatever we can do, spread the word. That's what we are doing, because that's what is at the moment very important. Because it's mostly the women and children who are suffering, being, homeless and being in such a severe weather without a shelter, without a home, without food. It is so agonizing. The very thought is, fills my heart with, touches my heart and fills with such sorrow. But then whatever we can do, we cannot change people. We cannot change politicians or their way of thinking for power, but we can do a little bit as human beings. So I'm trying my best. And thank you anyway. What else can I say about this?
Thank you
because
so
it
much
was a total surprise.
for
Thank
being
you.
yourself. Thank you so much. This is inspirational, truly. When somebody says, I don't deserve something, you know they do deserve. Okay, this is true. And this is what exactly it's meant, to give more inspiration to other women and to other human beings. And if we can alleviate another fellow human, that is what we have achieved. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much.
I'm blessed.
God bless you. Let me call Mrs. Parvati Mahadran. I haven't seen her in the
You want to see? I was awarded by these people. It's
panel.
from Greece.
Is she here, please?
It's from Greece.
I think not.
Okay.
Can we proceed, Olga?
Yes, we can proceed. I will ask all the participants to mute themselves because we can hear voices in there. Let me call Lakshmi Sri Banerjee from India. Are you here, madam?
I think she's not, Olga.
Then Saroja Devi Komatla, if she's here.
Yes,
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Irene. Antonis. Yeah. Am I audible? Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
So glad to have you today. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you all for honoring me with this award on International Women's Day 2022. And I'm Dr. K. Saroja Devi from India. I am a professor by profession and also a poet, content writer, and columnist. And on this occasion, I would like to read my poem titled The Psychological Trauma of an Indian Woman. This poem has been published by the Book of World Records in London during November 2021. And this poem depicts the struggle the restrictions, the domestic violence faced by an Indian housewife. And despite all these, she pretends to be happy, and that I have represented in this poem. So I would like to read out my poem, The Psychological Trauma of an Indian Woman. I have to be happy being born with morality. I have to be happy being cherished with equality. I have to be happy being bound with rigidity. I have to be happy being endowed with emotional prosperity. I have to be happy being gifted with individuality. I have to be happy being embodied with humanity. I have to be happy being bestowed with marital adversity. I have to be happy being dismantled with in-laws enmity. I have to be happy being sustained with indifferent fraternity. I have to be happy being associated with unconcerned society. I have to be happy being frustrated with the co-community. I have to be happy being survived with familial calamity. I have to be happy being granted with maternity. I have to be happy being personified with the divinity. I have to be happy being nourishing my children with integrity. I have to be happy being deserted with God's hostility. I have to be happy being drained with vitality. I have to be happy being destined to die with naivety. Thank you for this opportunity.
We thank you. This was wonderful. We thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
We are very happy to be among us.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you, Antonis, ma'am. Thank you.
And now I call Mrs. Despina Dalmaris from Australia. Ma'am.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It's a great honor to be given this award. It was very unexpected. And as someone else said before, that this makes it even more important. I think the lady from England, it is even more important when you do not expect something to treasure it and to try to do your best. It's been a wonderful experience for me, meeting so many people, so many wonderful women online. And this is what Women's Day represents. We are so many multi-talented, as Irene said, that we can do so many things to make this world a better world. And I think this is what women are all about. So thank you very much again for this wonderful opportunity and for the award. Thank you.
We are very happy to have you. We thank you, Mrs. Dalmaris. Let me call from Greece, our Vula Memo. Good evening, Vula.
Good evening to all of you. Congratulations, συγχαρητήρια σε όλους. Congratulations, Rini. Congratulations to all in International Foundation. And I am very happy to be with you. I'm very glad to be with all of you. It is very interesting and important, that meeting. And I think that we have a message for that day, Women's Day, a message for peace, for women's rights, for children's rights, and for freedom. I think that all of us, we must work about an international peace. Πιστεύω ότι όλοι εμείς πρέπει να δώσουμε σήμερα το χέρι μας και να κάνουμε κάτι, να δουλέψουμε για ειρήνη, για δικαιοσύνη, για τις γυναίκες τα δικαιώματα, για των παιδιών τα δικαιώματα. I saw that days in the war in Ukraine, and I am very sorry about that because I saw women with children in her hands to go in another countries. That is very sorry for me to see like that, because documents to go where, to do what. And after, when the war is finishing, they come back to where? In destroying house, in destroying school, where? To come back. So all of us, all women, with the men's, we must work for peace. I think that that must be the message for today. Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Και πιστεύω ότι αυτό πρέπει να είναι το μήνυμά μας. Μαζί με τους άντρες, όλοι μαζί πρέπει να δουλέψουμε και να πολεμήσουμε για μια παγκόσμια ειρήνη. Γιατί αυτό θα είναι το μέλλον των παιδιών μας. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Μπράβο, Βούλα.
Δεν ξέρω αν μπορώ να διαβάσω ένα ποίημα.
Βεβαίως.
3 years ago, I came to Kiev, so I saw a beautiful town and beautiful peoples. And now I'm very sorry about all of that. The poem has title The Road of Blood, ο δρόμος του αίματος. Την οδό της ντροπής κρατέωσα τα απομεινάρια της θλίψης μου. Σπούδασα τον πόνο και ζωγράφισα σε φλούδες δέντρων την παραφροσύνη, με χρώματα από κόρες ματιών που με κοίταζαν με απορία. Ένα γιατί σκέπαζε το φως του ήλιου. Εκεί στην οδό της απανθρωπιάς, σε στάση προσοχής, έδειξα τα νύχια μου στο κέρβερο της σάρκες με λύσα. Ένα κλαδί ελιάς, μωρέ, να σας φέρω από τον τόπο μου και να το φυτάψω δίπλα στις πικροδάφνες των δακρύων. Να χτίσω το σπίτι της ελπίδας με κόκκινες κατακόκκινες ανεμόνες. Γυφτή και δακρυσμένη η ελευθερία ανεβαίνει το δρόμο της συμφοράς συμπόλητη, ψάχνοντας τη δίδυμη αδερφή της στην ανεξαρτησία. Σκιές ξεπετούνται πίσω από τους θάμνους, ο Ιβάν, ο Βασίλης, η Νίνα, ο Βλαντιμίρ και τόσοι άλλοι που χόρεψαν αθώοι το χορό του στημένου ζαλόγκου. Ο χώρος μαρμάρωσε και έγινε απολύθωμα. Ο χρόνος σώπασε σε όλα τα ρολόγια της γης. Και η μάνα του άγνωστου φίλου μου, σαν την ανδρομάχη κλιπαρή για έλεος. Πώς να σαβανώσεις ένα λουλούδι με μια παλιά κουβέρτα ματωμένη. Οι σφαίρες θα σωπάσουν κάποτε. Τα φαντάσματα όμως θα στοιχιώνουν. Και ο δρόμος θα μυρίζει πάντα θάνατο. Οι κικές θα πλανιούνται μονάχες στο δρόμο του αίματος. Thank you very much. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Bravo, Vula. This is actually one of the poems entailed in the newest poetry collection by Vula Memu, Unruly Words, που ουσιαστικά έχει εκδοθεί από το Writers International Edition, ένα αντιπολεμικό ποίημα. Συγχαρητήρια, Βούλα, πολύ δυνατή πένα. It's a cry for peace, actually.
Thank you very
Congratulations.
much. Thank you.
Very profound. We hope at least somebody can hear and end this craziness.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Vula. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Congratulations, Vula. Let me call now Ramina Herrera from Peru. Are you with us, Ramina?
Δεν την έχω δει, Όλγα μου.
Let us go on. And let me call Ruliana Zotou from Greece.
Καλώς το κορίτσι.
Good evening. Καλησπέρα σε όλους. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. I'm an artist and a geographer also. Thank you for the great honor of this award. Dear President Pritna Vyar, members of the great foundation, wonderful writers, poets and authors. I leave last but not least my beloved Irene, because all I want to tell you today is synonymous with your own name, which means peace in the Greek language. Thank you, dear. I love you.
Και εμείς αγαπάμε. Συγχαρητήρια, Ρουλιάνα μου, για αυτό το υπέροχο βραβείο. Σου αξίζει. Κάνεις πάρα πολλά. Ρουλιάνα does a lot of things and she doesn't want it to be mentioned. Well deserved, dear. As always, as usual.
So
Well,
I will use Mother Teresa words to express my feelings. I was asked why I do not take part of anti-war demonstrations. I said that as soon as they have a pro-peace demonstration, I will be there. She has also said that you may be exhausted with your job, but if your job is not love, it is useless, because working without love is a slavery. I'm here among all of you today because I believe in the high vision of the Writers' Capital International Foundation. Happy coexistence of people, religions, countries, art and culture. And that's exactly my vision. And here's the time for that vision. I'm a woman. I discovered that nothing belongs to me, and so I threw out the weight of my soul. I know that there's no past and no future. Anything is now, and so I trust the flow of life. I love everything, and I'm one with them, and so I accept me, and you, and the choices of all of us. In my own world, everything is bright and beautiful because I learned to listen to my soul and not to me. My friends, my precious spiritual people, let us make a different revolution. We have to stop expressing ourselves with negative words and thoughts of pain in our poetry, our writing, our painting. We have to stop including horror images in our paintings and in our inspirations. We are the divine ambassadors and the world's beauty. Our path is made by our thoughts. I beg you from my heart to praise only for beauty, not reference to soundness and the low vibrations of things that are not comparing with the energy of love. This cosmos will be transformed into an early paradise as its original purpose was. Together we'll find exactly the way to make the world a better place to live. Let us all make this revolution together, woman. Thank you very much.
Bravo, Ruliana. Thank you so much.
Let us now call, Angelina Neves, although I haven't seen her in the panel. We asked her once to
She was
appear.
here before.
I'm here.
Yes.
Good.
Welcome. Bienvenida.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be awarded. I wasn't expecting as anyone. So I bought a poem, but it's in Portuguese. So I was thinking, can I put it in the chat in Portuguese and then someone can translate? I can read it in Portuguese. Is it all right?
You can read it in Portuguese, please.
Of course it is.
Okay. Because I wouldn't know how to translate. It's for the sacred feminino, the feminine, sacred feminine. Eu sou os 4 elementos. I'm the 4 elements. Sou a terra onde podes descansar, tranquila, suave como a lama, maleável como o barro, resistente como a pedra, paciente, areia quente, cama. Germino perfumes, sabores. Sonho a cores sob o respeito e a felicidade. Sou a água que te pode refrescar, torrencial ou em pingos. Canta a alegria, lava a mágoa, limpo. Envolvo sem reter, evaporo, sigo o meu caminho sem medo. rodeio os obstáculos, mergulho nos abismos, chego até ao mar para me purificar e criar caminhos de fraternidade. Sou o fogo que te pode fazer brilhar, a combustão, adiro para sobreviver. A lenha faz-me evoluir, crescer. Ao elevar-me, destruo o velho, consumo, aqueço, quero aprender, renovo. Nas fagulhas, o vento espalha os meus ideais, destruir os preconceitos, dividir e libertar. Sou o ar que te pode inspirar, sopro, disperso, faço voar, canto, gemo e reflito. Sou leve como a brisa, pesada como a trovoada. Acaricio com a suavidade, agito, intrometo-me. Passo através das portas, espreito em cantos escuros. Não receio nem a dor, na procura permanente da beleza, da humanidade, o amor. E dedico a todas as mulheres. And I give it to all.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A very lovely poem. 4 elements, that is woman, a river that flows, the water inside, solid as a rock, a fire like lava that opens up new paths for brotherhood and peace. What wonderful imagery. Congratulations, Angelina. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
The last one didn't come out, I think.
Thank you very much indeed. Let me call Zoe Geroulanu now from Greece. Mrs. Geroulanu.
Δεν την έχω δει, Όλγα μου, αλλά we have among us Punya Devi, ma'am. Maybe we can hear you. One of the awardees, Punya Devi. Would you like to say something? Maybe a bit later. Who is next, Olga?
Okay, Maria Mogura's Vnuk from United States.
I think for them it is too late. That's why they couldn't come. People from USA have sent their hugs and kisses to us all, to all ladies here. They unfortunately are not able to be with us.
Not here. Let me only say that the other one from the States is Meenakshi Mohan. And we have concluded the 20 women.
If Miss Punya Devi can talk to us, and then of course it is you, Olga, as well. I think that there are audio issues. She's here, but maybe she cannot hear us. So perhaps we can move on. And you, congratulations, dear Olga, for your own award.
Thank
well
you
deserved,
very
dear.
much. I will thank everybody, the whole bunch of women, as a bunch of roses, because women, I think we are trying, due to the fact that we bring to life babies and people and men and everyone, we're trying more for peace. I will thank our Honorable President Preet Nambiar, who is respecting women so much, and you, Irene, for the whole work you're doing without saying anything. And from your modesty comes that you don't say anything ever. Thank everybody. I dedicate my poem to every woman here and every man. And I thank you really very, very much. I think we can meet again in such a nice presentation. And now it is time for our esteemed members to pay tribute to women on behalf of our foundation. And let us call the first one Mr. Thodoros Dalmaris, from Greece. I have seen him beside Mrs.
Εδώ είναι ο
Dalmaris.
κύριος Θεόδωρος που γιόρταζε και χτες. Να σας χαιρόμαστε, κύριε Θεόδωρε.
Ευχαριστώ.
Χρόνια πολλά. Χιλιόχρονος. Έναν ύμνο για τη γυναίκα έχει γράψει ο κύριος Θεόδωρος. Θα το απολαύσουμε.
Δεν έχω γράψει έναν ύμνο. Έχω γράψει πολλούς ύμνους.
Έχει γράψει βιβλίο, τόμο.
Ένα βιβλίο 400 και πλέον σελίδων.
Wow.
Με τίτλο «Το πρώτο όν του σύμπαντος και η πρώτη δεσμό της». Είναι όντως η γυναίκα το πρώτο όν του σύμπαντος. Είναι εκείνη που αναδύει φως, ελπίδα και ζωή. Είναι ένα σύμπαν.
Είναι αυτό εδώ το βιβλίο.
Είναι ένα σύμπαν αλλιώτικο από το υλικό σύμπαν. Το σύμπαν εκείνο που προσπαθεί ο άνθρωπος να χτίσει και να γίνει ένα άλλο δίπολο για να ανατείλει επιτέλους η ειρήνη, η ελευθερία, η δημιουργία και να αναταχθεί ο άνθρωπος σε ύψη θεότητας. Σήμερα θα σας απαγγείλω ένα από τα ποίηματα αυτά, ένα πολύ μικρό μέρος αυτών των ποίημάτων με τίτλο «Ποιος θα μετρήσει τα άπειρα». Πήρε η γυναίκα από τη γη το όμορφο κορμί της, τα μυστικά της θάλασσας, τα σκότη των βυθών της, των φιλοσών το θρώισμα, το γλυκοτραγουδό της. Της άνοιξης τα χρώματα, το μύρο των ανθών της. Πήρε από τον ήλιο τη φωτιά, τα πυρπολούντα πάθη, το φως, το αιθέριο και άπλετο, τα πιο λαμπρά πρικιά της. Τον φίβο το βιγλάτορα, τον ακούραστο δρομέα, τον έκανε ρωμένον της. Πυρσό στα όνειρά της. Κατέκαψε τη φλόγα του και ανδρίωσε το τέρας. Η θάλασσα είναι άβυσσος, ο ήλιος και η λάβα κρύβουν μυριάδες μυστικά και άμετρα ερεύει. Ποιος θα μετρήσει τα άπειρα και θα διαβεί τα βάθη, τα σκοτεινά και λάμποντα τα γυναικεία πάθη. Πήρε η γυναίκα από τη γη, πήρε και από το φίβο, πήρε από το σύμπαν τα άμετρα, τα άγνωστα και θεία. Ποιος θα μπορέσει να διαβεί τις λάβες, τις αβύσσους, του ήλιου τα πυρογενή, της γυναικός τα μύχια. Ποιο πλάσμα λιδωρήθηκε πριν το φωτίσει ο ήλιος. Ποιο πλάσμα φωτοβόλησε απλόχερα ο πλάστης, εμφύτεψε το είναι του, στο είναι του το μέγα σχέδιό του. Το πρίκησε με πρόνοιες ως και θεούς να πλάθει. Ποιο πλάσμα πρικοδότησε ο άπειρος να θέλει στο διάβα του προσκυνητές σαν στάχια όλη η πλάση να υποκλίνεται σε σε πανόρια θεία κόρη να σαγηνεύει στα θεριά και να τα ημερώνεις. Στο περιβόλι το έβανθον είσαι το πρώτο άνθος, η πρωτοκόρη, η κάλλιστη των θεανθρώπων η μάνα. Για σε θα ανοίξουν φωτεινοί, για τα αστέρια δρόμοι, να ανέβουν οι γη σου άγγελοι πιο πάνω από τα ουράνια, να ανέβουν οι γη στις κορυφές, οι κόρες να σμιλεύουν ασπίδες νίκης και βωμούς για τους ανδριωμένους. Να είναι ανεξίτηλη η γραφή, ανέκλητος ο όρκος, το ταν η επιτάς επιταγή στον άπειρο το χρόνο. Αυτοί οι δρόμοι χάθηκαν σαν τη γραμμή στην άμμο. Εκτρέπονται οι σκέψεις σου και διαθλάτει ο κόσμος. Γίνεται ο καθρέπτης θρήματα, τα είδωλα συντρίμμια και χτίζεται μαθήλματα ο ψεύτικος σου θρόνος. Αιώνες τώρα σέριμους σε φλογισμένη άμμο, χωρίς πηξίδα και νερό, κατά μεσή στο χάος, χωρίς ζωή, σε άνυδρες, σε ψεύτικες οάσεις, ψάχνεις επιβεβαίωση βρίσκεις μονάχα άχθος. Κι όσο ζητάς τις ειδονές, πέφτεις σε άγριες δίνες, ρουφίχτρες, κάθε αξία σου, είδωλο φαντασίας, να σε καλούν οι θελκτικές του πάθους εις ειρήνες, όμορφες και τυραννικές, κύμβαλα τυραννίας, σε κάνουν κόρη μυαρή και μια τεράτων μάνα, όχι της γνώσης τη Θεά, την μούσα της αγάπης, να μην γητεύεις σύσσυχους, να μην γεννήσεις δίες. Σοφούς, δασκάλους, Σπάρτακους και της Γοργό της Σπάρτης, και αναρτούν στην αγορά προσάγραν το κορμί σου, που καταβγάζει τους θεούς η άχραντη μορφή σου, σαν σάρκα και σαν παίγνιο προς συνουσία πόρνη, σε θέλουν πάντα νέραστη στον πάγο την ψυχή σου. Να είσαι αιώνες των ισμών και των θεών το πιόνι, σκλάβα και μάγισσα μαζί, πόρνη αλλά και μάνα, καβάλα πάντα ο Κύριος, πιο πίσω το χαρέμι, να κουβαλάς το βράχο σου και τα παιδιά στην άκα. Κι όμως το μεγαλείο σου, η μητρική πνοή σου, δροσιά θα πνέει στην ψυχή, θα είναι ο αγγελός τους, θα είσαι ο αγγελός τους. Μάνα γλυκιά θα σε καλούν, θα είσαι η ασπίδα, όαση, αιώνιος φύλακας, προστάτης και Θεός τους. Και ο άνδρας ο ανέραστος, άνιστρος και αγρίκος, θα αναζητά στα όνειρα, στα μύχια της ψυχής του, να μπει στο είναι σου βαθιά, για να τον πλημμυρίσεις, να βρει πηξίδα και έρωτα, τη ρότα της ζωής σου. Είναι ένα ποίημα γεμάτο μηνύματα. Τα μηνύματα απευθύνονται πρώτα στη γυναίκα και μετά πλέον στον αγρίκο άνδρα, τον ανέραστο. Θα εισακουστούν? Δεν νομίζω ότι θα εισακουστούν. Αυτά τα μηνύματα ήθελα να τα κάνω πιο προσιτά, να γίνουν κατανοητά από όσους τουλάχιστον άκουσαν το ποίημα αυτό. Γι' αυτό έκανα μία μικρή ανάλυση, η οποία δεν είναι δυνατόν να αποδώσει το ποίημα σε όλη του την έκταση. Γι' αυτό ακριβώς ξέφυγα από την ανάγκη να μεταδώσω το ποίημα ακριβώς και ξερά όπως σας το διάβασα. Το μεταδίδω με μία ευρύτητα.
Κύριε
Λέω,
Θεόδωρε,
λοιπόν,
μ' ακούτε κύριε Θεόδωρε, συγγνώμη, την ανάλυση θα την αναρτήσουμε, να την απολαύσουμε όλοι. Θα ακούσουμε τώρα την κυρία Δέσποινα να μας πει δύο λόγια στα αγγλικά για να καταλάβουν και οι φίλοι μας από το εξωτερικό.
Η ανάλυση θα ακουστεί στα αγγλικά.
Ναι. Σας ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Ευχαριστώ.
Δέσποινα, please.
I'll give a brief summary of what Theodorus is attempting to say in his poem. The name of the poem is Who Will Count the Infinite? So what he's trying to express here is that all the entities on earth, matter, plants, animals and man, are creatures of nature's laws. In other words, the laws of creation. In the first stanzas of the poem, the poet refers to the fact that woman took from the earth her beautiful body, the secrets of the sea, the darkness of her depths, the rustling of the foliage, the sweetness of their song, the colors of spring, the myrrh of her blossoms. She took the fire from the sun, his fiery passions. She made him her lover within her dreams. She incinerated his flame and transformed the monster into man. This is probably why woman was slandered and scorned so much compared to other living creatures, before the light of the sun fell upon her to give her power and divinity. Despite the fact that the Creator showered her lavishly with gifts, and she became the mother of the gods, even charming and taming the wild beasts, woman still remains a slave. The same applies to her sons and daughters, allowing the powers of evil to govern the world. Her sons become victims, and the truth disperses into infinite fragments, just like the shards of a broken mirror. For thousands of years now, mankind has been traversing the fiery deserts without a compass, without water, without a cause, surrounded by chaos, living in a false oasis. Woman has been dishonored, and instead of giving birth to sons and nurturing them to create a better world and daughters that will give birth to heroes and men of wisdom, she gives birth to slaves resigned to their coarse passions, unable to fight for their freedom. This is the reason for the unanswered question, who counts the infinite and the charms of woman? Who will cross the impasses, the quagmires of the world? Nobody. On the one hand, woman is the most complex and unknown being, but on the other hand, the most gifted with graces, born from nature and the universe. She is the life-giving and creative force who awaits the pathfinder and the explorer of our world, man Sisyphus, to love her without limits. Woman is the one that carries man on her wings of love so that they become fused into a dipole. She is the one who, along with her husband, give birth to her children and transmit to them the passion for knowledge, wisdom, love, modesty, and freedom. Through this fusion of woman and man is created the vibrant and liberated person. It is not easy to transfer a poem from Greek to English. The Greek language has been molded for thousands of years, and a poem with such a depth of meaning is depicted with words with very fine shades of meaning. So this very small summary of what the poem was trying to express, I hope that I have been able to give you an idea and to convey the meaning of the poem. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much, Despina. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. And now I call from Miss Vasiliki Dragouni. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now, yes.
Kalispera.
Kalispera.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the wonderful ladies honored here today. I'm delighted to be here today in the celebration of International Women's Day, a chance to celebrate all the strong, beautiful women, both past and present, who pushed against the patriarchy in a fight to be considered equals. A chance to celebrate women who broke societal expectations, fighting for our right to vote, for having full-time careers whilst looking after children, or for making zero apologies for loving who they loved. I would like to say that being a woman means being able to be powerful and assertive, yet kind at the same time. It also means striving for our goals, even in the face of the adversity that we may encounter along the way. The poem that I will recite has the title Mother Earth, the home place that we were born and grew up. Earth is the one mother of all the living, who gives us everything we need. So, Mother Earth, she appears as an old warning, dressed in a red sunset during the day. Forests of burnt trees retain her power. She is the one who claims to be, to whoever wants to believe her. Her orange hair is tangled in the green wind, like a hot waterfall of time, in a perpetual connection to the universal flow. Every glowing truth of hers is a frenzy, benevolent and destructive at the same time. She smiles through her hair with eyes that radiate love. Something whispers around her, watch me, watch me. There is no other form for life to fit in except for mine. Thank you and greetings to everyone.
Συγχαρητήρια, Βασιλική. Μπράβο. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Ευχαριστώ και εγώ.
That was very nice.
Και συγχαρητήρια σε όλες τις κυρίες που βραβεύτηκαν.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ. And now I can call Mrs. Dionisia Angelopoulou. Please welcome.
Καλησπέρα σας. Συγχαρητήρια σε όλες τις γυναίκες σήμερα. Γίνανε ένα τραγούδι όλες μαζί, μηνυμάτων. Σας θαυμάζω ειλικρινά πάρα πολύ. Εξαιρετικά στην Ειρήνη την Καβαδία, που είναι η δύναμη των ονείρων μας. Σε ευχαριστούμε πολύ, Ειρήνη. Συγχαρητήρια για το υπέροχο έργο που προσφέρεις. Σου αξίζουν πάρα πολλά. Χρόνια πολλά σε όλες τις γυναίκες που γεμίζουν με χρώμα τη ζωή μας. Η θαυμάσια διάκρισή τους, το θάρρο τους, το ταλέντο τους στην πολιτική, στις επιστήμες, στις τέχνες, στην τεχνολογία, στην ειρήνη, στην ποίηση. Είναι αγωνίστριες, είναι μαχήτριες με όραμα, μέσα στην επιχειρηματικότητα, μέσα στη ζωή, προσφέροντας τη ζωή. Έχουν όμως κακοποιηθεί, έχουν δολοφονηθεί, έχουν πέσει θύματα. Είναι γυναίκες νικήτριες της αρρώστιας του καρκίνου, είναι γυναίκες νικήτριες του μέλλοντος. Η γυναίκα είναι η ηρωίδα. Είναι η εικόνα της δύναμης, η ομορφιά, η μούσα για πολλούς που την έχουν προσκυνήσει. Για μένα είναι η ηρωίδα η γυναίκα. Και η δική μου ηρωίδα είναι η μητέρα μου. Είναι άγγελος στον ουρανό. Και είμαι πολύ ευτυχισμένη που με βλέπει να απαγγέλω κάτι δικό μου, να κάνω αυτό που αγαπώ, ποίηση. Επομένως, τη μητέρα μου με αγάπη, μια ξεχωριστή γυναίκα. Ξεχωριστή γυναίκα ζωής, σκέψης, αγάπης και αφοσίωσης. Ξέρει να συγχωρεί ζεστά, την έμπνευση ζωντανή στον κόσμο να κρατά. Είναι η μητέρα κοντά στα παιδιά της, δασκάλα γνώσης και συμβουλής. Ξέρει τον φόβο τους να παίρνει, στόχους όμορφους με όνειρα να φέρνει. Ξεχωριστή γυναίκα ζωής, σύνεσης, έρωτα και αρχής. Ξέρει να προσφέρει μία αγκαλιά, απλόχερα, ζεστά, με ανθρωπιά. Είναι η γιαγιά και η φίλη, μυστικών παρηγοριάς και φιλή. Ξέρει προστάτη σου να γίνει, δύναμη ελπίδας και προσμονής να δίνει. Να είστε καλά. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Συγχαρητήρια, Αγγελική. Συγχαρητήρια. Η μαμά σου είναι εκεί ψηλά και σε βλέπει και σε θαυμάζει. This poem is dedicated to her mother, who is an angel and is looking at her right now, reciting a poem, doing something that she loves. Her dream come true, poetry. Keep going. Συνέχισε, κορίτσι μου. Σε ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Να είστε καλά. Καλή συνέχεια.
Καλή συνέχεια, Διονυσία. Let me call Mr. Marco Antonio Rodriguez, please.
Hola, Marco Antonio. No podemos escucharte. Marco Antonio is a member of the executive board of Writers Capital International Foundation as well. Most welcome from Bolivia.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes a todas y a todos. Agradezco y felicito a Fundación, a Bright Capital Foundation Internacional por tantas iniciativas buenas que tiene. Es así que yo aprovecho o trato de aprovechar cada una de las actividades que programa. Soy un admirador de la mujer. Es así que muchas cosas que escribo están inspiradas en la mujer. Les voy a regalar un pequeño poema, ¿ya?, que está inspirado precisamente en la mujer. Así es ella, derrochadora de cariño, confidente y fiel compañera, protectora de los más altos valores humanos. Es freno, es semáforo, es faro de guía, es faro que guía la ruta de sus seres queridos. Es fuente de amor, vertiente de paz y proveedora de alegría. Es generadora y protectora de la vida. Es bella por fuera y es hermosa por dentro. Así es ella, lava que se enciende en amor dentro de su volcán en plena erupción. Así es ella. Gracias.
So she
Nuevamente,
is exactly
saludo.
like that. Felicitaciones. Muchísimas gracias, Marco Antonio.
Felicitación, amiga.
Gracias. Felicito nuevamente a Pret, a Irene, y les agradezco que me permitan participar en estas actividades. Gracias.
Un placer. Abrazo.
Igualmente.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marco Antonio Rodriguez. And now, last but not least, our Mr. Antonis Samiotakis will recite a poem about women.
Καλησπέρα στον κύριο Αντώνιο Σαμιωτάκη από το Πειραματικό Μουσείο Λογοτεχνίας. Και θερμά συγχαρητήρια για αυτή την υπέροχη δουλειά που κάνετε, κύριε Αντώνη μας.
Ευχαριστώ, κυρία Ντούρα, Ειρήνη Ντούρα Καβαδία.
Και το Ειρήνης, και το Ειρήνη, ευχαριστώ.
Είστε η ψυχή μας. Φτάνουμε στα άκρα της γης. Νιώθουμε τις ψυχές μας να κοινωνούν, να γινόμαστε όλοι ένας. Ευχαριστούμε.
Τι υπέροχα λόγια. Μόνο που δεν σας βλέπουμε, κύριε Αντώνη μας. Αν μπορείτε να... Δεν ξέρω αν μπορεί να ανοίξει η κάμερα.
Τι έγινε μάλλον έφυγε από την κάτω μεριά και δεν ξέρω πού να το βρω τώρα. Αυτό είναι το κακό.
Ακούγεται τουλάχιστον.
Ακούγεται.
Βέβαια, βέβαια, σας ακούμε, σας ακούμε. Και ευχαριστούμε πολύ για τα υπέροχα λόγια σας.
Για την γυναίκα. Γένεσης.
Σας ακούμε.
Εσύ που με κοιτάς με μάτια πράσινα, λίγο από ήριδα, λίγο από αψέντη, εσύ όταν συνθέμελη τη γη την τάραζαν οι λάβες, μέσα από κρίνο πούσταζε της Θέρμης και του Νότου, φούσκωνες τα μαλλιά σου και ένταγες πας τα χέρια σου στα ωραία σου δάχτυλα τη ζύμη με τα μάτια του ανδρού. Ήσουν έτοιμοι για την άμομη γέννα. Κι ήρθε ο Θεός και φύσηξε πάνω στου τόρνου τα νυχάκια σου και έλαβεν σάρκα το έτερον σου ήμιση. Κι έτσι η γη μας κάρπισε λαούς, γυναίκα. Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Συγχαρητήρια, κύριε Σαμιωτάκη, συγχαρητήρια. Να μας πει και η φίλη μας η Βίκη Αναγνώστη που είναι μαζί μας.
Φυσικά.
Ένα μικρό χαιρετισμό ή το ποίημα.
Ναι, ευχαριστώ πολύ για την πρόσκληση. Θερμά συγχαρητήρια για όλες τις εκδηλώσεις που είναι πολύ σημαντικές και σήμερα για τις γυναίκες, αλλά και πάντα. Θα διαβάσω ένα ποίημα στα ελληνικά για την Περσεφόνη, που είναι ένα σύμβολο. Περσεφόνη, a symbol. Περσεφόνη, στον ίσιο πεδίο τον Άρκισο κρατούσες με πάθος, κόρη υποθητής τους θνητούς. Στη φθινοπορεινή κλίνη της αρπαγής σου, άνασα τώρα του κάτω κόσμου Περσεφόνη, δοκίμασες γλυκό το ρόδι, κι όρκο οδύνης έδωσες. Στους σκιανόπεπλους μητρικούς θρήνους, μια υπόσχεση μόνο να κρατήσεις, τους θεϊκούς χλωόκαρπους βλαστούς και πάλι σε κισόπλεκτα πανέργεια να μας προσφέρεις. Η ζωή και ο θάνατος. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Συγχαρητήρια, Βίκη, ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Πολύ ωραία.
Να δοκιμάσουμε, Όλγα μου, με την φίλη μας, την Πούνια Ντεβί. Μήπως τώρα μας ακούει, γιατί είναι από τις βραβευθύσες.
Do you hear
Poonja
us?
Devi?
Do you hear us? Can you tell us a few words or your poem?
Maybe if the camera is off, we can listen to you. because we're closing, we're drawing to an end today's session, and we would like to hear you if it's possible.
Maybe she cannot.
Maybe she cannot hear. It doesn't matter, but we have to congratulate her with all our heart for this precious award that she really deserves. And she got it anyway. Thank you for being among us and being an inspiration. Now, please proceed, Olga.
Let me say congratulations to all. We are very proud that you are with us. And let me give the place to Mr. Professor Athanasios Nasiopoulos, who will deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Nasiopoulos? Unmute yourself.
Με ακούτε?
Σας ακούμε. Καλησπέρα.
Καλησπέρα, my friends. Dear writers, good evening, everyone. Thank you, the Writers International Foundation, for this invitation and this opportunity. Congratulations, Irene. Congratulations to all for this excellent event dedicated to the women. I started to recite one poem, my poem in Greek, and after that I close this event in English. My poem had the title Ode to the Woman. Οδή στη γυναίκα, λοιπόν. Δρόμος ονείρων το βλέμμα σου, ένα με το γητευτή ήλιο του πρωινού. Το χαμόγελό σου σαν ήρεμο αγέρι στα δεδαλώδη μονοπάτια του νου. Δρόμος ονείρων το βλέμμα σου και ο Δίας δεν αντιστάθηκε να διαβεί. Σε λέγαν Δανάη, Αλκιόνη, πότε Ευρώπη, πόθος χρησμός και μύθος σου η ζωή. Ο χάρτης των υπήρων στα χείλη σου, τα τραγούδια σου στις γειτονιές του κόσμου, ροδοπέταλα γεμάτα τα χέρια σου, να χαρίζουν χρώμα και άρωμα ρόδου. Ο χάρτης των υπήρων στα χείλη σου, που ο καθής πόθησε να τα γευτεί, σε είπαν θάλια, σαπφό, ευτέρπη ή καλυψό, του Ορφέα Ευρυδίκη, ερωμένη και οδή. Στο έγχρωμο μοσαϊκό της οικουμένης, ομορφιά και γέλια σου, πολύτιμα πετράδια, αντιφέκισμα πανσέλινου τα βράδια, παιδικά χαμόγελα, αθήρματα και χάδια. Στο έγχρωμο μοσαϊκό της οικουμένης, διαμάντια τα μάτια σου, το σώμα στολίδια, σε είπαν πότε Αθηνά και πότε Αφροδίτη, η ρο του Λέανδρου τα ατέρμονα ταξίδια. Η ιστορία του κόσμου στα μάτια σου, οι σελίδες της στις ρητίδες του προσώπου, στο κορμί σου πληγές και μαστιγώματα, διπλά, ίδια με του γιου και του συντρόφου. Η ιστορία του κόσμου στα μάτια σου, στις σελίδες σε σεριανάει με το χέρι η κλειό, σε φώναξαν Σουλιώτισσα και Μπουμπουλίνα, Καλαβριτινή και Κύπρια μάνα και μαντό. Αλτάνα ελπίδας στο μπαλκόνι του ορίζοντα, ανάβρα ζωής στις υπόρειες του κόσμου. Λουλούδι σήμερα στο αγνάδι του αύριο, χάδι στο προσκέφαλο του γέλιου και του πόνου. Αλτάνα ελπίδας στο μπαλκόνι του ορίζοντα, ανεμούρι και κόμπος στου κόσμου το υφάδι. Ήβης έλεγαν, Περσεφόνη και πότε Πινελόπη, απαντοχή για του Οδυσσέα το ανέλπιδο χάδι. Εφέστια έγινες θεά, Ήρα, Δήμητρα και Εστία, και σαγηνεύτρα ήσουνα και ερωμένη. Αριάδνη σε είπαν, Φέδρα, Δάφνη και Αρετούσα, Εσμεράλντα, Ιουλιέτα, Φερμίνα και Ελένη. Ήσουν και σύζυγος και μάνα και πότε τιμωρός. Σε ονόμασαν και Κασάνδρα και Εκάβη, σε είπαν και Κλιτεμνίστρα και Μύδια. Σε φώναξαν Δίκη, Ευνομία και Ειρήνη, σε είπαν Ιφηγένεια, Αντιγόνη και Ισμήνη. Ήσουν κόρη και αδελφή, σε φώναξαν Ηλέκτρα, έγινες και Ολυμπιάδα και Κλεοπάτρα, σε γνώρισαν και Κασιανή και Θεοδόρα, ήσουν και Αυτοκράτηρα και Πλανεύτρα. Σε λένε Ανδρούλα, Ιωάννα, Φρόσο, Γιώτα, Εντβίζ, Ανή, Ζαΐρ, Μαργκό και Νανσί. Σε λένε Εύη, Μάρθα, Ζωή, Κέτη, Χριστίνα, Μαρή, Φρανσουάζ, Μαργερίτ και Ζανίνα. Σε λένε Στέλλα, Άννα, Αγγελική και Ντίνα, Σοφία και Διδό και σωτηρία και Μαρίνα. Ίδια μοίρα, ίδια φροντίδα, ίδια ελπίδα, ίδια χαρά, ίδιο δάκρυ, ίδιος πόνος, ίδια ρητίδα, ίδιος Γολγοθάς, ίδια σταύρωση, ίδια Ανάσταση, σε όποια γη, σε όποια πατρίδα. Ω γυναίκα της ζωής, του έρωτα και της εστίας, γυναίκα του πολέμου, της ειρήνης, της ιστορίας, γυναίκα της επιστήμης και της εργασίας, ήσουν και είσαι και Μαγδαληνή και Παναγία, έγινες και Μαρί Curie και Φλέμινγκ και Υπατία. Σας ευχαριστώ. Thank you.
Μπράβο, Θανάση.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I think it is not just a symbolic celebration. We at the Writers Capital International Foundation truly honor woman as the source of life, as the mother, as the partner. We honor her as an everyday fighter for her multiple roles in life, which keep hope, family, and society afloat. The woman deserves honor for the timeless struggles, for dignity, equality, social worthiness, and rights, for the democracy, justice, and peace. We honor the woman holistically as life force, for her anxieties, for her crying, and for her laughter, which is the same throughout the planet regardless of color and race. The unacceptable, frivolous model which they try to impose the today's human, and especially for women, through the modern economic establishment and the star system is to be rejected. Let us all lend a hand in correcting the errors. There is still a long way to go towards equality, freedom, and peace, so that we will be able to celebrate every day. Thank you, and congratulations to all.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ, καθηγητά, Professor Θανάσιος Νασιόπουλος, with the message, of course, of love and peace throughout the world. And that is what also his poem was about. Whatever the name, whatever the country, women everywhere have the same cry, the same laughter, the same suffering, the same rising. Thank you so much. It has been immense pleasure to celebrate Women's Day today, to award excellence, and to pay tribute to the massive efforts made by all women across the globe towards a better, more humane future. Having congratulated warmly all awardees, we call for women across the world to come forward to create their own footprints in the world by their vigor and vitality. Join us at Writers Capital International Foundation and be the change. A warm hug and a message for peace and equality to prevail all over the world. Goodbye, thank you all, see you soon. It's really not goodbye,
Bye.
it's see you again.
See you soon.
Bye all, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good evening.
For all.
Night.
Congratulations.
Good night.
What a wonderful session. Thank you all for being among us.
Thank you.
Be the change, be the inspiration.
Auguri a tutti. Ciao.
Auguri a tutti.
Complimenti. Complimenti.
Grazie.
Dio ha dato una dimostrazione della sua saggezza. Ha creato la donna. Grazie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. Φιλιά σε όλους. Καληνύχτα. Καλό βράδυ.
Καλό βράδυ. Buonanotte.
Συγχαρητήρια σε όλους.
Καληνύχτα, καληνύχτα.
Καληνύχτα, καληνύχτα. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Καληνύχτα, συγχαρητήρια σε όλους. Congratulations. Felicitación.
Thank you.
Yes. Hola, ya habéis tomado tu juguito. A ver, mírale. Ya va a ser la 1 y mira. No, toma. Mira. No, toma. No estamos perdiendo porque te da los remedios y no pasa nada. Te dije. ¿Lo ves? Pero ¿por qué no tomas agüita por lo? Ya. Yo voy a ir a ver el almuerzo. Voy a ir a comprar para almorzar. ¿Qué? No voy a estar de una, man. Yo tenía reunión a las 11, recién terminar.